Hello everyone. Today I'd like to offer you a glimpse into some of the most common strategies to invest in multifamily properties. They are different because they involve different types of risk and they require a different level of involvement from the investor. So once you analyze them, you need to find out which one works for you and which one does not. Let's start with the notion of value add. It's the most common and the one that we like to use here at SAR Apartment Capital. So this strategy requires several steps. First, you buy a property, then you rehab it, you improve it in a significant way. Then you rent it at a higher rental price from when you bought it. Once you have stabilized the property, you can refinance a loan. Hopefully you created enough value where most of your invested equity gets paid back to you and your investors. If it comes out right, you can sell it for a profit, or you can scale your business by repeating the same by acquiring other similar properties, using that equity that you refinance the property. Now, this sounds like a lot of hard work, right? Well, keep in mind that you can be a passive investor and get a very good operator to take care of this type of hard work. If you're interested in finding a good operator, you have a blog dedicated to that topic that I created. You can find in my blog section in my website at abielballesteros.com. The second strategy is known as the core. It's basically the opposite of value add. Core investing means that the acquisition of a highly stable, low-risk assets. These are properties that are located within major markets. Their units are fully or almost fully leased. The tenant's base is stable, reliable, and the property is usually a Class A or even a trophy building. By the way, trophy buildings and trophy assets are essentially the most well-known buildings in your markets. They are high in demand. They may be the tallest building in the city or the largest development or might have the most beautiful amenities. Also, they are the most sought out after locations, easy access, and so on. They, of course, are super expensive and their owners might like to hold on to them for a longer time. Anyway, when you go into the multifamily investments and acquire Class A properties, you might not have much rehabs to do, and the proper maintenance might be already well established. It requires a higher amount of capital and offers a reliable cash flow. The returns might not be as high. Then there's a variation known as Core Plus. This is a hybrid between core investments and value add. Basically, these are properties that require a little rehab and overall less work because they are well established and stable. So you need to do a little investment in the rehab, but they are more expensive to acquire. Finally, there's another concept for commercial real estate investment. This is known as the opportunistic. This is the one we love also. Opportunistic real estate is investing means in higher risk, but as many investment strategies, the higher the risk, the higher the potential returns. Opportunistic investors take the most complicated projects and may not see returns on their investments for years. These investment strategies require years of experience and a well-established team. Ground-up developments, acquiring an empty building, land development, and repositioning a building from one use to another are examples of what opportunistic investors do. Opportunistic properties often have a little to no cash flow at the acquisition, but have the potential to produce a tremendous amount of cash flow once the value has been added. It's important for investors to understand the differences of each of these strategies because that actual risk of an investment and the advertised risk may be different. A conservative investor focused on income generation should be investing in higher quality properties with low leverage or in-depth fund that lends money. Those with a bigger appetite for risk and a longer time horizon should consider value add or even opportunistic strategies. If you're interested in one of these topics, please hit me up at abielballesteros.com. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. We'd love to hear from you. See you next time.